Welcome to another Arc Woodworking Beginner Series. This time we're going to be making hand helicopters. Tools needed will be a coping saw, spoke shave, clamp, this one's 6 inches, a tape measure, a pencil, a drill, and a square. To begin, you don't need all these tools, so put them all aside except for the pencil, the tape measure, and the square. The stock, piece of soft wood, 3/4 inches wide, 1/4 inch thick, some length, and a 5/16 oak dowel. We want to measure out for the propeller, which is going to be 7 inches long. So on your piece of soft wood, take your tape measure, grab your pencil, and make a mark at 7 inches. Put your tape measure to the side and grab your square, and you want to scribe this mark all the way around on all 4 faces. Now you're going to need your coping saw and also the 6-inch clamp. Clamp your workpiece to your workbench. Here it's just part of my miter station. Grab your coping saw and start off slowly pulling back, and then slowly make the cut through. Let the tool do the work for you. For the handle, cut out of the oak dowel, I marked it at 8 inches. That's 1 inch over the length of the propeller. Again, using the coping saw. It's time to find the center of the propeller. You want to measure your propeller and divide its length in half. My propeller is 7 inches long, so half of 7 is 3.5. Make a mark. Using your square again. Now scribe that mark you just made across all 4 faces. In the next step, you want to make sure you do not remove the mark. Although if you do, you can just measure it again and remark it. Clamp your workpiece to the bench again, but this time behind the center line. Using your spoke shave, remove material on one corner, working down and removing material until you have a nice triangle. Once you have the triangle done on one side of the propeller, go ahead and unclamp it, flip it around, and re-clamp it. With everything secure, now you want to work on the opposite side, the opposite edge. Again, removing material down until you get to a nice triangle. The edges can touch or just barely touch. It's up to you. Now it's time to work on the opposite side of it. This part can be a little tricky because there's not much clamping surface underneath between the propeller and the workbench, so just clamp with caution. But again, here, removing material from one corner, working it down. Now this time, for working this corner down to meet the hypotenuse of the other triangle. Again, clamp with caution. Here, you can see I clamp right on the center and just work the edge a little bit. Now, I'm just going to use the spoke shave in one hand and material in the other, and cutting away from me, just remove a little bit of material that needs to be removed to make it balanced. Always use caution when using hand tools. Anything sharp can always accidentally cut you, so always be aware and cut away from it. Your propeller should be looking something like this. I'm looking on the edge now. You can see the definite slope of the propeller. Go ahead and sand, knocking down all the edges. Next up is to drill out the center. If you still have your mark there, go ahead and drill it out. If not, remark it and drill it. I used a bit slightly smaller than 5/16. As you can see here, the dowel does not fit in. So I'm going to go ahead and shape it using the spoke shave. Again, holding my work material in one hand, using the spoke shave in the other, cutting away and spinning the material. After 2 or 3 rotations of the dowel, test fit. You don't want to take off too much material, and also you want a nice snug fit. So I need to remove a little more because it just didn't fit. Again, spinning the dowel, removing a little bit at a time. Test fit again. Success! A nice snug fit. And you're finished. If you have a nice snug fit, no need for glue, otherwise add glue. Now to test it out, grab it, spin it between your hands, and let it go.